I don't know how to explain this without sounding crazy, but if I leave this here, maybe someone else has heard of it. Maybe someone else has survived it. I still hear him sometimes, the prince. The story starts when I was 12. My mother sent me to spend the school break with my grandmother in her village in northern Ghana. It was the kind of place where the night pressed down on you like a blanket. No street lights. Just the moon, the crickets, and whatever else was moving out there. The first few nights were peaceful. But then, after supper one evening, some of the old men started telling stories. One of them leaned close to me and said, "You know of the wicked prince, right? The one who comes for silence." I shook my head. My cousins looked at me like I was stupid. He told me this. Long ago, a chief's son grew greedy. He wanted power from the spirits, so he made a deal. But the deal was strange. The spirits didn't want his blood or his wealth, they wanted silence. So the prince went house to house in the night. If you made a sound when he came, he passed you by. But if you stayed quiet, he entered. And he would take something from you. Some said your voice. Others said your life. Some believed he took your shadow. I laughed it off. But that night, I woke up to footsteps outside the clay room where I slept with my cousins. Heavy, dragging steps. I thought it was a goat at first. Until it stopped at the window. There was no bleating, no movement. Just silence. My cousin whispered, "Don't scream. Don't even breathe loud. If you scream, everyone dies. If you keep quiet, maybe he leaves." I froze. Then the footsteps moved again, around the house. Slow. Deliberate. They stopped at the door. And then I saw it. A shadow under the door crack. Too tall to be a person, the head bent in an unnatural way, like it was hanging too low from its shoulders. It stayed there for minutes. I swear I could feel it listening. Eventually the steps dragged away, fading into the distance. Nobody slept after that. In the morning, everyone was quiet at breakfast. Then we heard wailing. One of the neighbors was gone. His bed empty. No signs of struggle. They searched the farms, the bush, everywhere. Nothing. I thought it was just coincidence. Until the next night. The footsteps came again. This time, closer to my window. I pressed my face into the mat, holding my breath. The steps stopped right outside. And then, through the window slit, I saw something that still keeps me awake. A face. Not human. Not animal. Its skin was pale, stretched, the mouth hanging open but no sound came out. The eyes looked clouded, like someone underwater. It leaned in, listening. Then a voice, dry like leaves, whispered, "Stay quiet. Give me your silence." I nearly screamed, but my cousin covered my mouth with his hand. We didn't move. We didn't breathe. And then it moved on. By morning, another villager was gone. I wanted to go home. My grandmother refused. She said the prince follows you if you run. You have to outlast him. On the third night, I made a mistake. I heard the footsteps, heavier now, like he was dragging something with him. They stopped at the door again. This time, the door latch lifted. Just once. Then again. I couldn't take it. I whispered, "Please God, help me." The room went cold. My cousins all looked at me, eyes wide with terror. I had broken the silence. The door didn't open. Instead, I heard something crawl across the roof. Like nails scratching the clay. Then it was gone. By morning, my grandmother was missing. We searched the compound. Her mat was empty, but her walking stick was still there. She never went anywhere without it. The village elders called it what it was, the prince had chosen her instead of me. He took her because I spoke. We left the village after that. My mother never explained much. She just said, "Don't talk about it. Don't call him back." But here's the part that makes me sick even now. 3 years later, my uncle came from the village to visit. He pulled me aside and whispered, "Your grandmother came back." I thought he was joking. But then he told me, sometimes, at night, people see her walking along the road. She doesn't speak. She doesn't respond. She just walks slowly, dragging her feet, and if you call her name, she turns with that same pale stretched face. The prince doesn't just take. He sends them back. And I think he's looking for me next. Because last week, in my own room in the city, I heard those same dragging footsteps outside my window.